In 1991, one of the most powerful superpowers in history, the Soviet Union, collapsed almost overnight. But this wasn't a sudden fall. It was the result of decades of economic struggles, political mistakes, and rising tensions within its own borders. To understand this, we need to go back to the origins of the USSR. Formed in 1922 after the Russian Revolution, the Soviet Union united multiple republics under a communist system. Led by leaders like Vladimir Lenin and later Joseph Stalin, it quickly became a global superpower, especially after defeating Nazi Germany in World War II and emerging as a rival to the United States during the Cold War. However, beneath this powerful image, serious cracks were forming. The Soviet economy was centrally planned, meaning the government controlled production and prices. While this worked initially for rapid industrial growth, it eventually led to inefficiency, corruption, and shortages of basic goods. By the 1970s and 80s, citizens were facing long lines for food and declining living standards, while Western countries surged ahead economically. Another major factor was the costly arms race with the United States. During the Cold War, both nations competed to build massive nuclear arsenals and advanced military technology. This drained the Soviet economy. The situation worsened with the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan in 1979, a long and expensive war. Often compared to America's Vietnam War, it weakened the military and damaged public morale. Things began to change when Mikhail Gorbachev came to power in 1985. He introduced reforms known as glasnost, openness, and perestroika, restructuring. These policies aimed to modernize the economy and make the government more transparent. But instead of saving the system, they exposed its weaknesses. People began openly criticizing the government, and nationalist movements grew stronger in various Soviet republics. Countries like Lithuania, Estonia, and Latvia were among the first to demand independence. Soon, other republics followed. At the same time, the Soviet Union lost control over Eastern Europe, leading to events like the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989, symbolizing the end of communist dominance in the region. The final blow came in August 1991, when hardline communists attempted a coup against Gorbachev. The coup failed, but it severely weakened central authority. Meanwhile, leaders like Boris Yeltsin rose in prominence, pushing for independence of Russia itself from the Soviet system. By December 1991, the situation was irreversible. The Soviet Union officially dissolved into 15 independent countries, including Russia, Ukraine, and others. The Cold War ended, and the United States emerged as the world's sole superpower. The collapse of the USSR reshaped global geopolitics. It marked the end of an era defined by ideological conflict between capitalism and communism. However, its effects are still felt today, especially in tensions involving Russia and former Soviet states. The fall of the Soviet Union teaches us an important lesson. Even the most powerful empires can collapse if they fail to adapt to economic realities, political pressures, and the voices of their people.